A major controversy is unfolding in the United States after immigration officials arrested Palestinian activist Mahmoud Khalil in what many are calling a crackdown on student protests. But what exactly happened and why is this arrest such a big deal? Let's break it down in simplest way ever possible. Mahmoud Khalil is a former graduate student at Columbia University in New York. He was actively involved in student protests against Israel's action in Gaza last year. On Saturday, immigration agents from ICE arrested him at his apartment in Manhattan. Initially, ICE claimed that his student visa had been revoked, which would have justified his arrest. However, a critical detail was overlooked. Khalil is not on a student visa. He holds a green card, which makes him a lawful permanent resident of the United States. When Khalil's lawyer pointed this out, ICE changed its reasoning and stated that they were now revoking his green card instead. This sudden shift in justification has raised serious legal and ethical questions. His arrest is directly linked to President Donald Trump's immigration and protest policies. Donald Trump has issued executive order aimed at cracking down on student protests, particularly those against Israel. The Department of Homeland Security has accused Khalil of being involved in activities related to Hamas, a group that the US government has classified as a terrorist organization. Now, this accusation is a major factor in the government's move to strip him of his legal residency. The US government is also cracking down on Columbia University, claiming that it did not do enough to prevent anti-Semitism on campus. As part of these actions, the federal government has cut $400 million in funding from the university, further escalating tension between student activists and the administration. Well, Khalil's future is now really uncertain. His lawyer, Amy Greer, has filed a petition, a legal action that challenges his detention. However, the government has not disclosed his location, making it really difficult for his entire family and even the legal team to assist him. His wife, who is now 8 months pregnant, was also threatened with arrest, but she was later released. This has added a really emotional and personal layer to an already very tense situation. In the meantime, activists and supporters have launched an online petition demanding his release, which has already gathered over 3 lakh signatures in very short span of time. Legal experts warn that Khalil's arrest could have far-reaching consequences. Some believe that it sets a very dangerous precedent, meaning that it could open the doors for more people to be arrested simply for their political brief or activism. There are growing concerns that the US government is targeting green card holders and stripping them of their legal status without proper due process. This raises serious question about immigration rights in the country right now. Additionally, the case has sparked a wider debate about freedom of speech in the US. Some argue that Khalil's arrest signals a shift where protesting against a government policy could now result in arrest or even deportation, a move that many see as unconstitutional. In the meantime, Columbia University has responded to the particular situation by stating that law enforcement must have judicial warrant to enter the university building. The university also emphasized its commitment to following legal obligations and supporting its citizens. However, some critics argue that Columbia has not done enough to protect Khalil and other activists from government crackdown. The loss of $400 million in federal funding could also pressure the university to take a harsher stance on protests, which may impact future demonstrations on the campus. Let me tell you, this case is about much more than just a single person. It is part of a larger debate about immigration, activism, and government policy in the US. The outcome of Khalil's case could set the tone for how the US government treats immigrant activists, students, and protesters in coming years. Many are waiting to see whether he will be released, deported, or face additional legal actions. The decision in this particular case could have lasting implications for political rights, student activism, and immigration policy in America.